thank you, Bo, for all that we've done together. I was a little more nervous about some other stories, but thank you for such a kind introduction. I really am extremely flattered this evening. I am the poster child for the longer you're out, the better you get. I also want to thank Jan and Brian and Barb Malika's team. You all have made it very, very easy for our family to frankly have a big reunion. My brother and sister and their families live in Richmond. It's just great to get everybody together, and I'm very appreciative. I would like to recognize my family. If I could embarrass you all, if you would stand up. As you can see, there's too many. I would burn through my allotted time to introduce everyone. But so many great things happened to me at W&L, and I could just go on and on. But by far, the single best thing that happened to me is I met my wife, Beth. And Beth sat through some really ugly weather, and at times sat through some really ugly baseball. So thank you, and I love you. Two other people that I have got to thank, and I do thank everyone that put on this event this evening. I'm sorry to not have let off with that, but special thanks to extremely close friend Mike Walsh. I had only been out of school a few years when it was announced that Mike was the new athletic director, and I didn't know Mike. We had never met, but when I saw that he was the head coach at Dartmouth, it got my attention. And I cold called Mike and introduced myself. And what this gentleman has done for athletics at W&L, and particularly baseball, and then just our incredibly great friendship. When my dad died, other than immediate family, the first person I called was Mike. So thank you, Coach. The other gentleman I'd really like to recognize is Jeff Stickley. The only thing Coach Stickley did wrong, he wasn't here when I was here. My good friend Michael Hansen, who's going to be recognized and is the true baseball player that will come up here tonight. But Coach Stick, to be here for 29 years and to really bring pride to the baseball program and to be so consistent, and for the most importantly, the kids really wanted to play for you. And I just tip my hat and I thank you for what you did for W&L baseball. So I hate to embarrass myself further, but my real interest in W&L, I wanted to play baseball. And it had less to do with academics. And I had some interest from some of the bigger schools, but it was obvious to me I wasn't going to get to play every day, and I needed to play every day. My real takeaway, though, I had very little appreciation. I mean, my father made sure I knew how great an institution W&L was and is. I quickly found out the quality of people that attend this university and the quality of people that make up this university is really the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. The doors that have been opened, the experiences I've had because of my association with Washington and Lee, I've had it so easy and so good, and this school deserves much of the credit. I've been better lucky than good, but baseball got me here, but what this school means to me, it's hard for me to describe, and that's why this honor means a lot. It's a whole lot less about baseball, because frankly, I really wasn't that good. But to be recognized this way is extremely flattering. There's been a couple mentions of the summer leagues, and they were great. There's some athletes that actually made the big time, and I could drop a couple names on you. The difference as good as these guys were, there were only three things we discussed on the bus, and it was usually in this order: sports, ladies, and partying. And if you dared vary from those three subjects, it was like you had three heads. And with the W&L crowd, I'm not going to say we were saints. We covered those same three topics in great detail, but guys were studying on the bus. As good as the professors were, they really didn't care if you had a ball game the night before. And it was just such a quality group of people, and I miss them. It was great stuff. Lastly, I want to congratulate the other inductees. This is just a terrific night. Congrats to you all, and thank everyone here.